Hey everyone, I recently answered a lawsuit filed against me in the Los Angeles Superior Court, and I wanted to share what happens next and what I can do to be proactive. If you're in a similar situation, this might help you navigate the process. What happens next? First, now that I've filed my answer, the plaintiff might respond in a few ways. If I raised affirmative defenses, they could try to strike them. They might also serve me with discovery requests, things like written questions, document requests, or even requests for admission. After that, we enter the discovery phase. This is where both sides gather evidence, take depositions, and build their cases. It's a key part of the process because the information exchanged here can make or break a case. At some point, the court will set a case management conference, or CMC. This is where both sides check in with the judge, go over scheduling, and discuss any issues in the case. Another thing to keep in mind is settlement discussions. Courts encourage parties to resolve cases early through mediation or negotiation, and sometimes that can be a good way to avoid the cost and stress of trial. But if the case isn't dismissed or settled, we move toward trial. What can I do proactively? Now, I don't just want to sit back and wait, I want to take action. So here are some things I can do to get ahead of this case. 1. File moving papers to dismiss or weaken the case. There are several motions I can file, depending on the situation. These are called moving papers, and they're legal documents that ask the court to take action in my favor. Here are some key ones. Demurrer, if the lawsuit doesn't state a valid legal claim. I can file a demurrer to ask the court to dismiss it. This is basically saying, even if everything the plaintiff says is true, there's no legal basis for this lawsuit. Motion to strike, if parts of the complaint are improper, vague, or irrelevant, I can ask the court to remove them. This is useful when the plaintiff is exaggerating damages or including things that have no legal standing. Motion for judgment on the pleadings. This is similar to a demurrer, but happens after I've already answered the complaint. If the lawsuit is legally weak, this motion can end it early. Motion to dismiss for lack of prosecution. If the plaintiff is dragging their feet and not actively moving the case forward, I can ask the court to dismiss it. Motion for summary judgment, also known as an MSJ. If the facts are clear and there's no genuine dispute, I can ask the judge to rule in my favor without going to trial. This is a powerful way to win the case early. Motion for summary adjudication. If I can't get the whole case dismissed, I might still be able to knock out certain claims. This can limit the scope of the lawsuit and weaken the plaintiff's position. Go on the offensive with discovery. Instead of waiting for the plaintiff to send me discovery, I can serve them first. That means sending interrogatories. Those are written questions they have to answer under oath. Requesting documents that could help my case or expose weaknesses in theirs. Sending requests for admission to force them to admit or deny key facts. And if they don't respond properly, I can file a motion to compel, which forces them to comply. They risk penalties from the court. Challenge the plaintiff's standing or evidence. Not every lawsuit is legitimate. If the plaintiff doesn't have the legal right to sue me, I can challenge their standing early on. Also, if their evidence is weak or unreliable, I can highlight that in motions, or use it as leverage in settlement talks. Explore settlement, but on my terms. If there's an opportunity to settle on terms that make sense for me, I'll consider it. Mediation or direct negotiations can sometimes resolve things faster and cheaper than trial. But I won't settle just because they pressure me. I want to make sure it's in my best interest. Watch for procedural mistakes. If the plaintiff misses deadlines, fails to file required documents, or drags their feet, I might have grounds to ask the court to dismiss the case for lack of prosecution. My final thoughts at the end of the day, I want to stay proactive and strategic. I'm not just going to sit back and wait. I'm going to explore every legal tool available to either get this case dismissed or put myself in the strongest position possible. If you're in a similar situation, make sure you understand your options and, if needed, consult an attorney who can help you navigate the process. If you can't afford an attorney, use the services of a paralegal like me to navigate the process and help you write your documents. Stay smart, stay informed, and don't let legal challenges overwhelm you.